Good morning, students. In last video lecture, we have seen the how to measure angle with the help of protractor. We have done some question related to exercise and some questions are left. So first of all, we will discuss that remaining question and after that we will move to next topic. So let us see which question is remaining. We are doing chapter number 5 and exercise number 5.4. So chapter 5 exercise 5.4. Exercise number is 5.4 and we have completed up to question number 9. Question number 9 is find the angle between the hands of clock hour. In we have given 3 clock. I am drawing it 12, 6, 3, 9, 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, 11. This is figure number A, 9 AM. Next figure is one PM and next is this figure has been given in question number 9. Now we have to tell which angle is formed. First figure is 9 AM. Now by seeing we can say that 3 hours. See, 1 hour equals to how much angle? 1 hour equals to 30 degree. For 3 hours, 3 into 30, 90 degree. So for first A, angle will be 90 degree and that is right angle. What? Right angle. Now in figure number 2, 1 hour means 1 hour will be, this angle formed will be 30 degree. That is acute angle. Now here 6, now 6, see this 6 hour equals to 6 into 30 degree, that will be equals to 180 degree. That will be a straight angle. What? A straight angle. In figure first, angle formed is 90 degree. In figure second, angle formed is 30 degree. That is acute angle. And figure second and third one is the angle formed is 180. That is equals to a straight angle. Now moving to next question, that is question number 10. What is question number 10? Let us read it. In the figure, the angle measure is 30 degree. In question number 10, figure is given and whose angle measure is 30 degree. This is the figure and angle measure is 30 degree. Look at the same figure through magnifying glass. Does the angle become larger? Does the size of angle changes? Now the angle drawn is 30 degree and we have to use magnifying glass to see. When we will use magnifying glass, whether the angle will be changed, the value of angle will be changed? No. The measure of angle will not change. No, the measure of the angle will not change. It will remain same. Either we use magnifying glass or demagnifying glass, the value will be remain same. Now question number 11 is measure and classify each angle. Figure is given and see. I am drawing question number 11. Directly see. O A B C D, and angles are first is AOB, second is angle AOC, third BOC, fourth DOC, then DOA and DOB. Now we have to say value and angle. Measure value and angle name. So here it is not possible to measure the angle. You use the protractor and measure it. Now I am just classifying which angle. AOB. AOB. This will be acute angle. What? Acute angle. AOC. AOC. It will be obtuse. Which angle? Obtuse. BOC. BOC will be acute angle. DOC. DOC may be acute or right angle. Let us, it will be right angle. DOA. DOA will be obtuse angle. Obtuse angle. And DOB will be straight. So which angle will be? A straight angle. So we have completed exercise 5.4. Now we will move to next topic. So our next topic is related to perpendicular lines. What is perpendicular? Perpendicular bisector and bisector. Perpendicular lines is our next topic. So first of all, perpendicular. Perpendicular. Next is bisector. Next is perpendicular bisector. Perpendicular bisector. So first we will see the definition of perpendicular. When two lines intersect and the angle between them is a right angle. Is a right angle, then lines are said to be perpendicular. What is the definition of perpendicular? When two lines intersect and the angle between them is right angle, means 90 degree. If angle between them is 90 degree, then lines are said to be perpendicular. What? Lines are said to be perpendicular. Suppose A, B, this is C, D. So here this side will be also 90 degree and this side will be also 90 degree. So here AB, CD, CD is perpendicular to ABD. This sign is used to represent perpendicular. What? This sign is used to represent perpendicular. Now, next term is bisector. What is the definition of bisector? When a line or a line segment, when a line divides another line segment into two equal parts, then that line is known as bisector. Bisector means divide into two equal parts. सपोज एक लाइन सेगमेंट है, ये लाइन सेगमेंट है ए बी. मान लो एक लाइन है, ये लाइन एम क्या कर दिया, डिवाइड कर दिया ए बी को ए और बीओ में. और क्या होगा, ए और बीओ की डिस्टेंस सेम होगी. क्या होगा, ए ओ और बीओ का डिस्टेंस सेम होगा. तो ये हो गया. अब परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर क्या है, जब परपेंडिकुलर और बाइसेक्टर को हम दोनों को कंबाइन कर दें, मींस कि एक लाइन सेगमेंट, ए लाइन डिवाइड्स अनदर लाइन सेगमेंट by making an angle of 90 degree, means the line which will be dividing a line segment into two equal parts and it makes angle with line segment 90 degree, then that line will be perpendicular bisector. What? That will be the perpendicular bisector of. So what is the definition of perpendicular bisector? It is a combination of perpendicular and bisector. When a line divides another line segment by making angle between them is right angle, means in between them the angle must be right angle. So then line will be known as perpendicular bisector. Suppose A B is a line segment and suppose this C D divides and AC equals to BC, means here AC will be equals to BC. This is the points related to the perpendicular bisector and perpendicular bisector. You see it. Now moving to through this topic, let us see what is the next. Now we have next exercise 5.5. Let us see. Exercise 5.5 question number 1. Exercise 5.5 question number 1. Which of the following are the models of perpendicular line? Adjacent edge of the top. Adjacent edge of a tabletop. So, yes, the angle between the adjacent edge of tabletop is 90 degrees. So, yes, 1A will be true. What is the angle between? Suppose this is a tabletop, and what will be the angle formed? This angle will be 90 degree. This angle will be 90 degree. Remaining, so angle formed is 90 degree. Now moving to question number 2. B. The line of a railway track. No, the line of railway track is this. So in between them the angle is 180. Yeah, you can say 0. So this is not. So B will be false. What? False. Next, C. The line segment forming L. Line segment जो एंगल फॉर्म करेगा L. Yes, this will be 90 degree. So C will be true. Next, moving to D. The letter V. V, the angle formed between V in interior will be acute and outer will be reflect. So D will be false. क्या होगा? D क्या होगा? False. Now moving to question number 2. Let PQ, line segment PQ perpendicular to line segment XY. Here line segment is given, question number 2. A line segment is XY. When line segment is given means distance is fixed and PQ is perpendicular to the line segment. PQ. This is P. Yeah, you consider this is PQ. And this is perpendicular. Let PQ and XY intersect in a point A. PQ ये इस तरीके से इंटरसेक्ट जो हो रहा है पॉइंट है A. Then what is the measure of angle PAY? Now we have to tell PAY. What will be the value of PAY? By seeing the figure we can say that the value of PAY will be 90 degree. What? The value of PAY will be 90 degree. Now moving to question number 3. There are two set squares in your box. Two set squares, the triangle figures, that is known as set square. What is the measure of the angle that are formed at their corners? Do they have any measure? And that is common. तुम्हारे पास दो सेट स्क्वायर है कि नहीं? Figure will be like this and like this. Yes, yes. One is smaller and one is bigger. Now, what is the measure of angle? This will be 90 degree in both. Yes, this will be 90 degree in both, and these two angle in both set square will be acute angle. What? This both angle will be acute in both the triangle. So the common measure is of the both set square is 90 degree. What? Common measure of the both set square is 90 degree. Now moving to question number 4. Study the diagram. The L is perpendicular to line M. Question number 4. Figure is, first I am drawing the figure. Zero, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. L A B C D E F G H A B C D E F A B C D E F G H. Now this is a line E M which is perpendicular. Here what is given, L is perpendicular to M. Now first question is A is CE equals to EG. B is, does PE bisect CG? Now, third is identify two line segments for which P is perpendicular bisector. What PE? Where is P? This is P. Now C is two line segment. P is perpendicular. D AC FG CD equals to GH BC less than EH. These are the four questions. Now see, we have to find CE. CE here, CE equals to 2 units, and EG equals to 2 units. EG equals to also 2 units. So the first one will be true. What? First one will be true. Now does PE bisect CG? PE bisect CG. Yes, because CE and EG are equal. So yes, PE bisect CG. What does PE bisect CG? Two line segment where PE is perpendicular. This is PE. Now perpendicular will be PE perpendicular to HE, and another will be PE perpendicular to AE. These are the two line segment where line segment will be HE and AE. Now AC greater than FG. AC equals to 3 units, and FG equals to 1 unit. So yes, AC is greater than FG. Now CD equals to 1 unit, GH equals to 1 unit. Yes, CD equals to 1 unit and GH equals to 1 unit. So this is also correct. BC equals to 1 unit and EH BC 1 unit and ES is equals to 3 units. So this one is also correct. So first is also true. Does PE bisect CG? Yes, PE bisect CG. Two line segment where P is perpendicular. The line segment will be HE and AE, and in D, AC is greater than FG, and CD is greater than GH, and BC is less than EG. So today what we have done the remaining question of exercise 5.4, and next we have seen the perpendicular bisector and bisector, and then we have completed exercise 5. So do this in your given homework. Thank you. Have a nice day.